for tonight. And so tonight we would start talking about one important session, no, that I do believe, though, this is I think the most important session. No, I myself learned a lot going through the session. Okay, crazy, right? So maybe you would say that I'm already very familiar with the topic, no? But after going through it, I discovered that, oh, that's what I'm missing. So there were a lot of links, no, that should have jumped over, but I was not able to do it because of lack of knowledge. True enough, no, guys, I just want to congratulate all of you in advance because you are here to listen. You are here to learn. The same is true when Dr. Lee Boon Hong, again, I want to repeat, no, give you, if you can give 100% in whatever you are doing, better give 100%, no, and make giving 100% in everything you do as a habit, no, so that you can reach your success faster. A lot of people, though, they, if you don't take this seriously or what we're doing seriously, you will not achieve success. Okay, and so I hope that tonight we will have another session of discussion and that all of us will learn from tonight's discussion. Okay? And so I'll ask the co-host, no, if there are other members coming in, please do accept them, no? And but because I would be focusing on our message tonight, no? And our message tonight is all about how to do closing. Okay, how to do closing. And a lot of leaders actually fail in doing closing. We are good in presenting OPP, the top 10 killers, 40%, no, but we are very weak in doing closing, no? And because we always hesitate. I don't know why are you hesitating doing the closing. And there are times if you keep on hesitating, it also becomes a habit. That's why you're not able to close any opportunity. And so remember, if you don't close, then there's no opportunity for you. Okay, so that's why this topic for tonight is very important, how to do closing. Actually, for those who are knowledgeable in Mandarin, I've already sent to you a video link that is original, no, where this session came from, no, and that is from ano, Lee Song Ming, something like that. Okay, but it's in Mandarin. But because see what, it was so good, Dr. Lee Boon Hong himself adapted, no, the sharing that was done way back 2014, no. And so this Lim Sun Lee, and so Dr. Lim Boon Hong adjusted, no, a little in order to help us understand further when you and I would be doing closing. Okay? And so let's begin, no? How do we begin? Let's start with a word of prayer. Father, we give thanks for allowing us to be here, and we know that this is the opportunity again to learn. And so we commit to you our time together, and we pray, Father, that we could be able to learn how to really do closing. So we commit to you the rest of the time. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Okay, and so I will stop the video sharing so that you could focus on me. Okay? And I could see my notes. Okay, so kasi nga I really prepared this, no? And actually this session actually started with the story of the ant. I don't know if you heard about the story of the ant, okay? Now, the story of the ant goes like this, no? So there was really a young gentleman and he wanted to do something no different. And he wanted to do something that would make him successful. And so he kept on thinking and thinking and thinking, what can he do that is something unique, no? And be able to earn a lot of money because that's the target, right? And so while he was walking along the forest, suddenly he saw a bunch of ants. And he kept thinking, no, about these ants, no? And so he said, these ants are really good, no? And these ants also are what we call ordinary. And so he kept on thinking what to do with the ants. And finally he said, I know what I would be doing. I'm gonna train these ants, no, how to do push up. Wow. Okay, so how to do push up. And so he got this idea that is so good, no, for him. If he would be able to do it, it would help him earn a lot of money. And so he started to go to places, no, to tell his friend, no, I'm gonna train, no, this ant, no, so to do push up, and it would help me earn a lot of money. Okay? And of course, what would you think? What the response of people? Diba? The response is, you fool, you're stupid. Huh? Because, who can train an ant to do push-up, no? Common sense will say na that is so impossible. And so he went to another friend, the same response. Went to another friend, the same response. Everybody was really laughing at him. And so because of that, no, this is like the same, no, when we're talking about our business, no, in Reway, no, we have offered, no, telling them the good idea, the goodness of a powerful product. And yet, you and I receive a lot of rejection. Why? Because they don't understand. That's why this session is important on when we talk about how to do closing. And so the story doesn't end there, right? So the story, the guy, because he has this remarkable idea, he said to himself, I will train the ant. And so that nobody will copy, no, how I trained the ant. No, he went up to the mountains, no, and it took him 5 years, no, and finally the ant can do push up. Wow, diba? And so after that, and he said, it seems push up is nothing, huh? Maybe I need to teach the ant how to do sit up. And so he started training the ant again, no, to do sit up. And finally, after 5 long years again, okay, he was able, the ant was already doing push up and was also doing sit up. Okay? And so he was so happy, but he was not still satisfied. Okay? So what did he do? He said, if he can do push up, he can do sit up. Now, I'll teach him how to do somersault. Yan. Okay? So, paikot-ikot, ha? And, because somersault would be more difficult, actually, this young gentleman took him 10 years, to train the ant how to do somersault. Okay? And so, actually, the whole event, 5 years doing push-up, 5 years teaching how to sit up, and 10 years how to do sa total 20 years. Finally, sabi niya, he is ready, to earn money because of the greatest performance of this ant, he would start to earn money. And so, he started to come down from the mountain, okay? And so 20 years have gone, no? And so the city, the surrounding the community has already advanced and moved on. Remember, he was hiding in the mountain training the ant. And so definitely he's only eating leaves, no, or dried figs, no. And so he really missed, the food in the city. And so because he was so dirty, he was around 20 years, imagine, not taking any bath, okay, because he's in the jungle. Okay, so he suddenly went to this big restaurant, okay, and although he is smelling bad, but still he is a customer. And so the waiter still allowed him to sit, in this restaurant, and he started to order food and order so many food that filled the whole table. Okay, and he started to enjoy, the food, and he was able to finish all the food, because he was so famished, missing all those good food, for the last 20 years, eating only leaves and trunk and figs, and so because of that, he said, now it's the time, I will show them, how my aunt, perform. This waiter is the luckiest guy, because he would be the first person to see how my aunt will do somersault. And so he called the waiter, come here, come here, come here. Okay, and so the waiter came, although the waiter was so disgusted, because he is so smelly. And he opened the matchbox and bring out the ant and put it on the table. And so he was saying, look at the ant, look at the ant, and the waiter was thinking na, boy, this guy don't have money, okay, to order so many and place an ant in order to get away with the payment. And so the waiter left him. Okay? But still, he insisted, oh, no, waiter, come. Look, I want you to look. I want you to see. And so because the waiter was so angry, no, because of his posture, his clothes, his smell, and he wanted to use the ant to get away with the payment, no, of the food bill, no, the humongous food bill. So the waiter came over, no, and used his thumb and slapped the ant, no, and killed the ant. Wow! Tawa ba kayo doon? Para ako lang excited. Okay, so, what is the moral of the story actually? The moral of the story is that you and I can do a lot of preparations and keep on preparing and preparing, but until, okay, you act on it, you will never be prepared. Okay? So even at 20 years training, yes, you can do OPP, you can explain, no, the booklet has only 16 pages. But because you are tired, no, you want to be an expert in portrait placenta, no, your slide is already 136 pages. Okay? But still, those pages are useless unless you close. Okay? The key is about closing. If you don't close, you don't earn money. If you don't close, it's useless to prepare. Okay? And so guys, I think this is a very important story that all of us need to put in mind. Okay? A lot of us are still hesitating. Hindi ko kaya yan. Hoy, pastor, ikaw mag-present. Ay, Eunice, Coach Eunice, ikaw naman mag-present. Alam mo, no, 2 years na, ako pa rin yung mag-present. Ano ba yan? Diba? The story is what the ant, no? The ant story is what really is actually telling all of us. When will you be prepared, no? And so guys, no, I'm not venting out. Please don't get me wrong. This is really the message, okay, on how to do closing. Okay, unless you and I take the big step, okay, then you and I will not become successful. Okay, and so the most important part, no, is not the product presentation, but the most important part is really the closing. Okay, and so you and I need to master closing. And I do believe, no, in this session, Lim Mon Hong was able to present to us a very clear and good picture how to do successive closing. I can still remember when I always tell you, no, don't leave the client, no, hanging. No, if they didn't close, it means there's a question, no, that you need to know. Okay? Kasi nga, most of the time, the clients will not ask question. They will say, and they would not say anything, no? And so, because of that, most of the time, we leave, no, the client, no? Hindi na to, failed na to, no? We failed ourselves, no? Actually, the you were able to close, the failure is not about the client, but the failure is coming from us because we do not know how to do closing. Okay? And so there have been different styles of closing. And so that is what we would like to discuss today. Okay? And so with the different styles of closing, actually, in every conversation, in every presentation, we need to do all of the styles of closing to make sure you go and leave, no, with a check. Okay? Okay? Kasi madalas closing, isang closing na, ay ayaw, o sige, wag na. Next time na lang, no? Okay, sabi mo, sige, pag-isipan mo na lang muna, ha? Babalikan na lang kita, ha? Ganun yung laging attitude natin. Which is, sabi nga ni Dr. Limonong, that's a wrong attitude. Okay? Remember, we need to do closing. And unless you close, then you don't have income. Unless you close, you were not able to successfully help that other person. Okay? And so, we need to really think, no, why are we doing what we're doing? So we have to evaluate, no? So tonight, I hope after ng session na to, you go back to your first client thinking, ano ba nangyari doon? Ba't di ko na-close? Sa second client ko, ano ba ginawa ko? Ba't di ko na-close? Sa third client, ano ba ginawa? Ano ba hindi ko ginawa? Kaya hindi ko na-close. Okay? So I think yun yung dapat na i-focus natin. Okay? So, we need to ask ourselves, no? Sabi dito, actually, what are we selling? Okay? Ano ba binebenta natin? Ha? Ano yung binebenta natin? All of us will be what? Saying that we are selling porcine placenta. Tama ba? Tama? Can you give me a thumbs up if you agree that we are selling porcine placenta? Oh, walang nag-thumbs up talaga. Ah! Okay? Actually, we're not selling porcine placenta. That is something that you need to understand. What we are selling is actually health. Okay? We wanted people to have good health. And so if you understand that what we're selling is health, then we need to focus our discussion on health rather than on porcine placenta. Okay? Okay? So parang ano na, no, sabi nga niya, imagine, no, you're selling aircon. What are you really selling? Are you really selling aircon? No, you're not selling aircon. But you're selling what? The temperature that the aircon produces so that you can feel comfortable. You can enjoy the cold temperature. Okay? So yun yung madalis na concept natin, no? Kaya nga, we go back, no? What are we selling? Okay, we are not selling porcine placenta, but we are selling good health. So when you understand what you're selling, the conversation should revolve around helping them understand how to have good health. Okay? So closing has different ways, no, or different strategies, no? But before we talk about strategies, you and I need to be very clear what one important thing. Ano 'yon? If you cannot be clear yourself, no matter how good is the strategy, you will not be able to close the deal, no? Because it would be useless. Why? Because you are not bold enough, no, to tell people that this is a product that will help improve their health. Okay? You will be afraid to share to the people. That's why Lim Boon Hong said, you need to love the product until you want to share the product to your close contacts. How much do you really love porcine placenta? Okay? So the number one qualification before you start looking for people to share the product, no, before you even do the business, you need to first fall in love with the product. You need to be your first customer. Okay? You yourself should be so convinced that this product can give you good health. Remember, again, what we are selling is good health. We're not selling porcine placenta. That's why when you talk, focus on what? The most important, good health. That is what we're talking about. That is what we were selling, no? So what, up to what degree are you madly in love with our product? Okay? Until you are willing to share it, no, confidently, no, to your closest people, you will not close anyone. Okay? Kaya nga makita mo, bakit hindi ako nakaka-close, no? Kasi nga, madalas tayo mismo, no, hindi convinced. If you're not able to reach the level that you're so convinced that this product can help you, no, there will be a lot of reasons, no, to tell yourself to delay, no, closing, no, to delay talking to people, to delay sharing, no, talking about good health. Why? Because you don't have that confidence. Okay? So let's go back, no, again. What we're selling here is the health, good health, not the product. So revolve around your discussion on good health. Okay? So you will have many excuses, no, if you're afraid, no, to be rejected. Next time na lang, bukas na lang, no? Bukas ko na lang siya puntahan kasi nga feel mo mare-reject ka, no? So that's why you're afraid to close. Ay, baka mapahiya ako eh, no? Pag sinabi kong kunin mo na to, no? Hindi, no? Sabi mo pa rin na kasi nga you're not convinced, no? So sabi dito, sabi nga ni Lim Boon Hong, eat until you have the right feeling for the product. Okay? Kasi nga, if you don't believe in the product that you're taking, porcine placenta, that has already helped millions of people, you are not willing to boldly share and tell people that their health will be better if they take this product. Okay? So, convince yourself first. This is the very first step. Okay? So until now, pag hindi ka kumakain ng product, di mo nasubukan, and you just want to do the business, it's difficult to do the business unless you experience the product because wala kang story. Okay? So you are able to tell the closest people, okay, how you are so convinced and believe and trust in this product. No? So if you're down, kaya nga if you're downline mismo, does not believe, no, there's no conviction, no, that this product will help them, I'm gonna tell you, totoo to, no, nangyayari to, no, kuminsan, sila pa yung obstacle. Dinala nga niya tayo doon sa kaibigan niya para kausapin, no, and yet what? Siya yung magsasabi ng mga negative things about the product, okay? Which, anong tawag doon? You are, pulling the handbrake, no, for us to close. Okay? And so because of that, what happened? Hindi mo maklo-close yung kaibigan niya. Pag hindi mo na-close yung mga kaibigan niya, sabihin niya, ay, ang hirap pala gawin itong business na to. Okay? Ay, this is not a happy situation for me. This is sad because why? We were not able to close, no? So marami ng negative thoughts kaagad yung papasok sa kanya, and it would also pull you down. Okay? And so, bottom line, mga kapatid, since we wanted to do this business seriously, we need to take the product seriously. You need to sell it to yourself first. You should be the one to be first, so convinced that you want to buy this product. Okay? Because if not, you will not be able to close because you would not understand what the product can do. Okay? So, we'll talk about, no? So, if you're convinced, then there's a time, no? We talk about closing. Okay? And alam naman natin, no? Product closing, okay, is the very first strategy. Because we're doing OPP, right? We explain, no? The top 10 killers, no? Actually, by just talking about the top 10 killers, we're talking about health, eh. Tama ba? And because of that, even during talking about the top 10 killers, you can already close. Okay? By talking about the product, no? By talking about health. Okay? And sabi nga nila, there are actually 36 killers. Okay? But the top 10 already, already chew up, no? More than 50% of your friends. So, ibig sabihin, if 36 na sakit na yung nilista, all the more, ubus na yung kaibigan natin, no? Kasi nga sa dami, no? Even a bigger percentage. So, top 10 killers pa lang, is already a slide, one slide that is enough, no, actually to do closing. Okay, so many are able to close the deal. Ako, even me, I already experienced, no, just talking about the top 10 killers, I was able to close deals, no. So it depends on you. Kaya nga, how well, this is what we call product closing. That's why when you introduce this is a good supplement, they would already know and wanting it because alam nila their health is at stake. Okay? Although, of course, syempre, you will still receive rejection. I'm not saying na just the top 10 clearance is already perfect, no? That's why our OPP booklet is 16 pages. It means that 16 pages is, every page is valuable. Page 1, hindi siya ma-convince, go to page 2, convince. Hindi niya ma-convince, go to page 3, convince. Hindi ma-convince, go to page 4, convince. No? This is what we call product closing. Okay? Every slide is a product closing. You just need to be what? Sensitive. Siyempre, pag kinakausap mo yung tao, alam mo naman kung nakikinig siya, alam mo, naiintindihan mo naman kung gusto niya, you would know, no? And you would understand also, no, what are his concern. Siyempre, di ba, you're going through this dialogue. Okay? And so after presenting the product, some will still be asking question, no? Or they will say they would think about it, no? Of course, not every time we present, you will really get a close. But again, no, when you present the OPP, focus on what? Future placenta ba? No. Focus on good health. Because what we're selling is good health. They need to be touched. No, they're concerned, no, that good health is important. And they need it, their loved ones need it, the people around them needs it. Okay? And so, yes, there will be rejections, but still, if you after presenting the product, you were not able to close, what do? Bye-bye! See you next time. No, because you move to the next closing. Okay? And what is the next closing? Is called the benefit closing. What is benefit? You start to talk about testimony. Tama ba? That's why we have this video, no? And we ask some of you to share testimony, no? This is what we call benefit closing. You need to be a very good storyteller. The beginning and the end of your story should be so powerful, no? That can they would be able to see, no, the benefit of having good health. Okay, that's why you need to gather as much testimony as you can. That's why we're asking you to go to the office, listen, research, no, record, no. Why? Because these are all your what? Cards, no? Parang these are all your weapon, no, in order to convince, no, kasi benefit closing. What benefit? No, you need to understand the client situation, no, and use the appropriate testimony. Okay? Wag yung malabo, no? Okay, kasi syempre if the story they cannot relate to the story, definitely you will not be able to close, right? For example, sabi natin, no? Then as you were talking, no, you can discuss what is the what is the main goal of life? Yeah, no? You talk about of course, syempre, 'di ba? Better family, better situation, improve situation, or be able to provide for better education to their children. There are a lot of reasons, no? And you would also tell them, yeah, all of us, no? But remember, 'di ba? Most of the time, no, these people who have big dreams for their family, for their loved ones, halfway, no, suddenly diabetes will already come in, no? Or halfway, no, suddenly high blood will already come in, no? And or suddenly, no, a disease, no, that impaired them, no, in or that pulled them, no, from being able to reach their dream. So when you talk about that, 'di ba? Mapapasok agad sa mind nila na oh nga, health is important. Tama ba? So alam nyo, when we talk about testimony, not necessarily the most exaggerated. Bedridden na to, stage 5 cancer, no? Again, no, gumaling, by just taking the prat. No, not necessarily. Okay? Or yung patay na, biglang sinubukan ng 40, nabuhay, no? Not necessarily the best testimony. The best testimony, friends, is always what? What is most appropriate? That's why you also need to listen when you're conversing with the person. What are his concern? Is his concern his family? Is his concern his job? Is his concern his income? Is his concern is the future of the children, or a concern with the parent? No, there's so many things, no, that could really help us understand that these are his concern. And so when we talk about benefit closing, you can use one testimony after another testimony. You don't just stop there, no? And you could ask, so what do you think? Oh, go, get this product. Abot mo na yung product. Sabi nga niya, abot mo na yung product. You need this, no? So, but definitely, even after so many testimonies, a lot of people will still reject. Tama ba? A lot of people will still reject. And so, what do? You move to another closing. Hindi pwede na, sige, next time na lang, balikan na lang kita. Hindi gano'n, no? Sabi dito, after benefit closing failed, you move to another closing. That's what we call what? Emotional closing. Okay? Emotional. What is emotional closing? Emotional closing is all about touching the emotion of the person. For example, we talk about filial piety, loving our parents, no, giving our parents the best, no, repaying our parents, no. You want to talk about how the father, the mother work hard, or you can tell your story. I grew up with my, siyempre totoong story, hindi man yung peke, no. I grew up with my grandparents, no, because my parents died early because of what sickness. Ano nga ganun, no. So, or you talk about stories that has personal, no, personal experience, no, that would touch them, that they would see how they need to value the health of their loved ones, or how they need to value their own health. Yeah, wala kang sakit ngayon, pero syempre, 'di ba? We're all aging, and you would never know, no? Because as we age, all of us are actually walking time bombs, no? you will never know when you would get sick. And so, have you imagined what would happen to your family if something happens to you? Or, yun na nga, no? Yung mga ganyan, di ba? So, you can use the story. Now, remember, when you use a story, you need to practice. Okay? Although personal story mo na yan, kailangan mag-practice ka pa rin. Practice is not about deceiving the client, no. But you need to practice because storytelling that touches emotion is not natural for all of us. Tama ba? But it becomes natural. Yun na nga, no? Sabi nga ni Limbunong, practice, practice until, no? Every time you want to say the story, there are already tears, no? Flowing sa eyes mo, no? Naiyak ka, no? Habang sineshare mo yon. Why? Because that is very personal to you. Or a thing that is very personal to your friend, no? So it's not about fooling people, no? It's not deception, no? So that you can get sales, no? No. But kasi nga, this is emotional closing. This is a legitimate closing, no? That you use the emotion, touching, no? Kasi nga, there are times that we have a lot of things in our mind that we never thought of, no, yung importance, no, until we are there. Okay? So there are times, 'di ba? Kung minsan to, shineran natin, 'di ba? Ayaw, tigas, tapos siya, hindi na, okay na, ayaw niya, 'di ba? Alala siya. 'Di ba? After 1 week namatay. Sabi, sayang, no? Kung pinilit ko lang, no, extra 5 minutes of sharing, baka na-close ko na 'yun, ano? Siguro hindi siya namatay ngayon, 'di ba? So yung mga ganun ba? That's why remember, no, we are again, no, in the health business or in the health industry. Yes, we all know that all health businesses, especially supplement, wag natin sabihin for tier. Any health supplement, okay, definitely meron yan effect. Meron yan benefit sa katawan ng tao. Okay, definitely you and I will agree that all health supplement gives, no, supplementation, okay, to the body, no? Although there are really bad supplements that are not as good as Portier placenta, okay, but still, no, even a small help, definitely all supplements can do, right? And so because of that, we need to really need to make sure we are able to focus on the health rather than on the supplement. The supplement is just the instrument, no, for them to get good health. That's why we need to talk about good health, no, more focus on that one. And so emotional closing, no, you really need to what? Prepare yourself. Okay, that's why sabi ko nga, practice yung story. And Dr. Limunhong was suggesting, no, sabi niya, before you go to a client, there are times, no, you need to, he himself prepares himself. Yan. So he used several exercises, no? No, parang he believes that if we do this, it's a better chance of closing, no? So before he arrives in a client, no, talk to the client, definitely he would have some routine to boost himself. Okay, ano ibig sabihin boost himself? It means parang you're just repeating, no, telling yourself, no, for example, I will be successful, I will be successful, I will be able to close, I'm the greatest. Yung mga ganun, di ba? Although, it is also part of psyching yourself, but definitely, if you're able to boost your confidence, your presentation will be different. The result will be different. Why? Because you prepared your mind, you prepare your heart, you prepare your will na, no, I will close because I would help this person. Dralala. Okay? Okay? So, every time, no, when we talk to client, we need to have this kind of exercises. Hindi yung, oh, ikaw, sige na, meron na akong client. Sige na, okay, OPP, bukas, booklet, bukas, ang laptop. No, it's not, no? You need to really prepare yourself, boost your confidence, di ba? Kaya nga, di ba? Inhale, exhale, warm up, di ba? Oh, kaya nga yung iba, 'di ba, yung mga ibang manliligaw umiinom pa ng alak bago niya masabi doon sa kanyang minamahal na I love you. Bakit ganoon? Kasi nga you need to boost, no, the inner strength, no, you have to gather the inner strength. Ganoon din, no, in this type of business, you and I need to pull all our strength, no, our energy together, no, so that your presentation can be different, no? And your success will always be just around the corner. Okay? So, exercise, no? Tell yourself, convince yourself. Kaya nga babalik tayo na how convinced are you, no? That Portier Placenta can help people. Okay? Portier Placenta is the best supplement already. It's not even a no-brainer already that we need to talk about it, a lot of things about it, no? Okay? So, sabi nga dito, if you give no rejection, no an opportunity to come into your conversation, it is all because you lack preparation. Okay? And because you lack preparation, there's also a possibility, right? After 6 months, this person, this friend of yours that you're talking to have a stroke. Tama ba? Tama ba? Or, and diba? So, it's a possibility, no, in a week's time, no, he's sick. No, he discovered, no, he's already have cancer. Mga ganyan. Which is really happening, no? Kaya nga sa atin, di ba? If you're really doing Reway, you have experienced this already, no? Ayaw bumili, tapos bigla, next week, patay na. Okay. Di ba? And we have encountered a lot of those. So, that's why we're learning how to close properly. So, there are several ways to close. And this is one of those, no? Kaya nga sabi ni, you need to insist. Pag mukhang ayaw, and insist, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. No, I have another story that you need to listen to. You need to hear, look at the picture. No, and this 5 minutes, no, suddenly, no, will become 30 minutes. Diba? Then kaya sabi nila, there are times in order to, because sabi nila, unless this person is asking you to go home, rejecting you, kicking you out of the house, no, you should not allow no closing. It means kung kailangan mo magdagdag ng story, magdagdag ka ng story. Magdagdag ka ng another 5 minutes, no? Another 5. Why? Because that additional 5 minutes that can convince him to about our health presentation, about having good health might be able to save his life. Hindi natin alam. Although kung minsan nakakalungkot, 'di ba? Gumaling siya sa 4th-year placenta, pero sabi niya gumaling siya dahil sa doktor. Okay, parang gusto niya na ma-stroke muna siya, nabaldado siya, tsaka siya kakain ng 4th year para ma-feel niya na effective pala yung 4th year. And hindi na bali yun, it doesn't really matter. Those are na. But what is important, these people who we are talking to, kasi nga, we love them, we know them, we are concerned about their health, and our business is health, we should be able to convince them to take 4th year placenta. Okay? So even in inviting people or presenting our platform or business, no, of Reway, no, sabi nga dito, you need to do a lot of psyching yourself, ha? Kasi nga the moment you are so convinced, no, and you are mentally and emotionally prepared, the presentation will be different. Okay? So if I would be able to present this in a better format, possible I could change a life of a person, no, that I'm talking to. Is that possible? Yes, no, it is possible, no. Kasi nga and in every conversation, no, mood is important, content is important, yung lightedness is important. Isa pa yun, no, dapat importante, no, syempre, no, the more you talk to the person, the more the person should like you. Hindi iniinis na, nakainis na to, diba? Dapat the more the person would be able to like you. Ay, gusto ko siya pakinggan, no, galing niya magsalita. Ay, nakakaano siya, na nakakagaan ng loob pag-uusap ko siya. Alam mo 'yan? Okay? And so, if we miss out small information, no, in our preparation and cause him not to do the business, okay, again, no, we go back, no, if you and I are legitimately, no, successful, no, then you and I really need to fix ourselves first. Okay? Babalik na naman tayo dun sa 3 secrets, no? Fix yourself. Okay? Convince yourself first that this is doable or else it's not doable. Okay? So yan, no? Pag ganito, no, after a lot of testimony, binombahan mo siya ng testimony, walang na emotional naman. No, kwento-kwento, no, emotion, no, about no, you know, my dad, no, I came to know this product, no, after 6 months after my dad died. Only if I would have known this product earlier, it could have saved my father's emotional closing. Now, pag hindi pa rin siya convinced, okay, no? Hindi ka mag-i-stop pa din, no? Now, you go to opportunity closing. Yan. Opportunity. What do you mean by opportunity? Then you need to tell him the Reway platform. Okay? Why? Bottom line, still, no? Why are people working? Bottom line is really to earn money, right? Why are we trying to earn money? Because we wanted to have a better life. We wanted to have a better future for our children. We wanted our family to be in the best condition. Tama ba? And so you need to discuss, no, how can Reway help them change their life. That's why you go back, no, to the form. Form kasi we'll talk about. Kaya nga, no, itong closing na to, hindi yung isang closing lang, no, after product, after testing. Oh, gusto mo ba? Ayaw mo? Ayaw mo? Oh, di ba? Okay na, sige. Next. Hindi ganon. No? Dapat go through mo lahat ng closing na to before you would let go. Sabi ni Dr. Limon Hong, you should not let go of any clients until you exhausted all types of closing. Grabe, no? Talagang ano to, ito, hold up. Sabihin natin sa mga Pilipino, hold up talaga to. Pero hindi siya naman talaga negative na hold up. Why? Again, no, we go back because we are in the health business and we wanted them to have good health. And so, you go back, no, to about yung story, no, about your lola, no, who has so much difficulty, no, working, no, or you talk about yun na nga, no, yung mga stories, di ba, that can change people's life. And you can also use stories, no, of people who were so unsuccessful, who become successful through Reway platform. Ang dami natin dyan, no? Use the magazine. Okay, show the people, no? Show the faces. But yun na nga, no? Do your homework. Pakita ka ng magazine, di mo alam kung sino si Rex Bucalaw. Tapos ano nangyari sa kanya, paano niya ginawa yun. Alam mo yun? So, yung opportunity, dapat maintindihan mo na you're telling him that these people grab the opportunity. And this opportunity is only available in Reway. Okay? That's why this is what we call opportunity closing. You know, this will change your life if you do this business with me. Diba? Pag tumangutang na siya, abot mo na yung product. Okay? Huwag mo sabihin na, sige, babalik ka bukas ha, tawagan ko ulit next week ha. No! On the spot, you need to close. Okay? Yun ang sinasabi ni Dr. Lim Boon Hong. And so, don't let the moment pass. Okay? You need to go for a lot of yung stories of successful leaders of Reway. How difficult it was when they started, no? Alam mo, you can talk about the dog story, no? Dami ang story, no? Na pwede natin gawin, no? To tell them that Reway has already changed a lot of people's lives and they are already in the magazine. That's why you need to have one magazine. Kung wala kang magazine, make sure meron kang iPad, no, na dinownload mo yung mga magazine na readily available na pwede mong pakita sa mga tao. Okay? Now, still, no, after telling them how much you can earn, no, you can earn millions, you can do big time, no, still hindi siya convinced. Ano na gagawin mo? Pang-ilang closing na tayo? Sige nga. Ulitin natin ha. Review ha. Una, product closing. Tapos, benefit closing. Then, emotional closing. Yung umiyak-iyak ka pa. Okay? Then, yung opportunity closing. Pag hindi pa rin siya nag-work, then you go for support closing. Support. Okay? So, sabihin mo talaga, Uncle, I really need the sales. I need to close. No, please support me. Help me. Because I want to do this work. I want to rank up. No? Can you consider helping me? Yan, no? How many days you need? Yung ganun, di ba? Kaya sabi ni Limbon Hong, dapat daw i-shake mo yung hands niya. Pag sa'yo, I'll think about it, no? Kung may kembot ka pa daw, ha? Sabi ni Limbon Hong, sa excitement, na kasi nga, consider niya mag-close. Yan, no? So, it's important, no, you ask for support. Ayaw mo pa rin, sige, support mo na lang ako. Pwede mo ba ako i-support dito sa ginagawa ko? Kasi nga, this would help people. Again, no, it's all about helping these people take the product because it's good for their health. Okay? Because we're in the health business. Now, remember, if this person agrees to support you, definitely, no, they will not buy from other people. Kasi alam nila na bibili sila is not because they need the product, but they want to support you. And they agree to support you. Diba? Kaya sabi, sige, I'll think about it for 5 days. Ha? Yeah. So, thank the person. Sabi nga niya, thank the person. Uncle, ha? Thank you very much. Ha? You're really a big help. Ha? Because of you, I will be able to hit my target. Okay? Kaya para si Evelyn, ha? Because of you, ha, I will be able to hit another 1 star. Ha? I'll give you 1 ticket this July 22. Okay, 1 set na lang until tomorrow. Good luck. No, para ano 'yon? Support me, no, to hit my target. Yan, no. Now, definitely, alam nyo, kung minsan, 'di ba, for them, when they pledge 5 days, 5 days is nothing for them. Tama ba? Kasi they don't want to do this business naman eh. But 1 day is crucial for you. Okay? So, kaya kung minsan, 1 day, Uncle, but today is my last day. I need to close 2 more sets to finish my race, no? I need your help. No, ganyan. So, asking for the support. Then some people would say, sabihin niya, you need 2 more sets? Well, okay, I'll commit. You look first for the other set before I close my 1 set. So, what do you do? No? Kung minsan ganun, di ba? So, sabihin mo, fortunately, before I came, no, my auntie, before our meeting has already commit to support me with 1 set. So, I just lack 1 set and that is your 1 set. Okay, again, thank you daw. Shake hands. No, habang sinishake hands mo, kinukuha mo na yung form tsaka yung ballpen, pa-sign up mo na siya. Okay? Again, no, sabi ni Lambunhong, yung mga kwento-kwento ko namin ngayon, no, mukhang ang bilis lang gawin, no? But actually, it's not easy. That's why you need to practice. Okay? Don't be like that aunt who practiced for 20 years and at the end of the day, he was not able to do his task. Okay? Kasi nga, why? Tiniris siya nung waiter, patay. Okay? So, ganoon din tayo, no? Ngayon pa lang, no? There's no right time. Now is the right time. Now is the best time. You jump, no? The moment you do the first step, that's the best and right time. Okay? So when you do support closing, okay, you need you need to make the person like you. Okay? Kasi nga kung di ka nila gusto, di ka nila type, hindi sila natutuwa sa iyo, they will not support you. 'Di ba? That's why make sure, 'di ba? Lagi, no, wala kang bit-bit na away ng asawa, away ng anak, no? When you do this business. Kasi dapat sobrang ganda na aura mo when you go and look for clients. Okay? So that you can bring that joy, no, light moments, no? And hindi ka nagmamadali kasi nga you're really giving that person that time. Okay? So dapat lagi ka naka-smile, 'di ba? Hindi pwede poker face. Okay? Hindi pwede walang reaction, no, walang emotion. Okay? And so the person should be able to see your sincerity, yung goodness and seriousness, no, in what you're doing, so that you can win them, no, to give you the support that you need, no? So that is support closing. Kaya kung minsan ang support closing, yun na nga din, no? From 1 hour presentation, okay na. Kaya lang umabot ng 6 hours, no? Kasi nga, you're trying to tell them, no? 1 step at a time. That's why, yung closing, lalo na kung hirap ka mag-close, go through all the steps of closing. There are different types of closing. Use them all up before you let the client go. Okay? So there are times, no? Sabi nga nito, yung support closing, kung minsan, no? Tinawagan ka nga nung client, nung downline mo, samahan ka na mag-close. So ikaw present ka ng present, tapos biglang nakita mo tulog na yung si letter B, tulog na. Okay? Pero yun na nga sabi ni Limbunong, even though yung downline mo tulog na, you still need to push and do your best to close the client. Okay? So how do you do that? Ganun pa rin, no? Kaya I think, no, yung katulad ng group nila Gigi doing a lot of coffee time, I think you need to practice more on that area, on emotional closing, support closing, share stories that touches the heart. Share stories, no, that people can relate to, so that you will be able to beef up, no, how to close different ways. And until you finish, no, all types of closing, you don't let the person go. Unless hinabol ka na ng silya, no, hatawin ka na, tsaka mo na i-stop. Pero kung hindi, tuloy lang. Okay? Dapat hindi ka maubusan ng bala sa kakakwento. Okay? So unless you're being chased away, just keep on adding story. Okay? So after your support, you do not stop but keep on connecting and connecting, no? After a while, you will become friends and friends even years after. Magiging friends kayo. Kasi nga, you need to be appreciative of the person who supported you. Okay? Hindi yung nag-support siya, kinabukasan, no? After 1 year, 2 years, tsaka ka lang magpapakita. You should show appreciation because the moment he would show how you appreciate him for supporting you, maybe also, big possibility, he would be convinced also to do this business with you. Okay? And so that is what? Ano yun? Support closing. Now, the last, no, is what we call force closing. Babrasuhin mo na yan. Okay? Katulad ng isang principal, no, na nasa Riway, lagi siya nasa office. Binentahan niya, mga kapwa-principal niya, oy, may sakit ka na, mamamatay ka na, no? Bilhin mo na to, kunin mo na to, 135. Okay? Natanda ko yung principal. Force closing tawag doon. I'm doing this for you, no? You sign up now. Yung mga ganyan, di ba? Meron din kasi nakukuha sa ganyang force closing. Okay? But you know, when you do force closing, kasi kuminsan yung force closing medyo may a little hostility, no? Kasi you wanted to overpower the person. Kasi nga, hindi, mabuti to sa'yo. Kailangan mo talaga to. Take this seriously. No? You know, I'm just concerned with your health. Kasi tinan mo, hindi na nga okay yung salita mo, no? Tapos iiwas ka pa dito. Yung mga ganyan ba? Kasi nga, that's why you need to force no. Huwag ka na magtanong sa doktor. Ba't ka magtanong ng tanong sa doktor? Diba? And that is also one important, no? Kasi nga, later on, you need to understand, no? Why do I need to do this? No? Kasi nga, you wanted to save lives. Okay? So, sabi nga ni Dr. Limbunong, no, yung isang auntie niya, no, finorce closing niya, umiiyak na yung auntie niya kasi wala kang pera. Okay? So, yun na nga, no? So, force closing is, yun na nga, kasi at the end of the day, if they would be able to see the beauty of Freeway, basta makapasok na sila, then they would start to see, no, how powerful the product when they start taking it. And of course, the business platform, when they start to earn money. Okay? So, sabi nga nila, during this time, maybe when you do force closing, no, people will look down on you. Never mind. Okay? What is important is nakuha mo siya, na-register mo siya, nadala mo siya. And definitely, no, we don't need to be ashamed of anything. Okay? Why? Because we're not doing fraudulent acts. Okay? We're not. Okay? But we are trying to help them, actually. So wala na akong pera eh. Hindi, mag-register ka ba din kahit na isang bote? Register ka na ngayon. Diba? Force closing yun. Kasi nga, you want their lives to change. Okay? Sabi nga nila, there are 10,000 ways to build a relationship. Especially if you do force closing, na-close nga siya, syempre medyo inis yan sa'yo, diba? And so what do? Reach out, no? Sabi ni Dr. Limunhong, bring food the following day. Say hi. Oh, brother. Oh, chicken sandwich for you. Mga ganyan, no? So as you do it, no, several times, definitely, the hate or the anger will subside. And you would be surprised, no? That could be your new best friend, no, doing the business with you. Okay? So you need to be strong and not take things personally. Okay? The last story kasi that was given to us in the Conquering the World is the story of Claudia. Claudia is our senior vice president, no, on marketing. And so during that time, si Claudia and Dr. Lim Moon Hong, no, went to see a client, no. So Dr. Lim Moon Hong is the upline and Claudia was the downline. So they saw the guy, no, na friend ni Claudia, co-intern daw niya, no? So many years. He's a Christian pa nga, no? Tapos sabi nga niya, after talking about una, syempre, nag-product closing, ayaw. Nag-benefit closing, ayaw. Nag-emotional closing, ayaw. Sabi pa naman nung ano, na your mom really need this. Sabi daw nung tao if my mom, if God will take my mom, if it is her time, it's her time. Ganun daw. So ang dami rejection talaga. Until si Claudia, hinawakan daw niya yung kamay nung kaibigan niya. Please, please, no? Sumisigaw siya, please, please. I need to close this set. Help me. No? And yun na nga, no? After that, pumiglas yung client, tapos umalis na. Iniwan na sila doon. So, syempre si Dr. Limunong, hindi niya alam ano gagawin niya kasi si Claudia nakayuko pa rin, no? Nakaganon pa rin yung kamay niya, nakayuko pa rin siya doon sa lamesa. Then, suddenly, yun na nga, no, after a while, hindi alam ni Limbonong ano gagawin niya. Sabi ni Claudia sa kanya, tumayo lang si Claudia, sabi niya, oh, saan tayo kakain? Di ba? Nakakatawa din yun, di ba? Pero actually, yung lesson doon is not about, but it's about you don't take rejection personally. Okay? Kasi madalas sa atin na-reject tayo, balat sibuyas na, ouch, na-reject ako, ay, I feel so bad I got rejected. No? Sabi, no matter how other people put you down, it should not affect you. Okay? You cannot allow rejections to slow you down. Okay? Again, this takes practice. You need to train and practice all the different types of closing. Kasi nga, sa dami ng opportunity to close, sa dami ng ways to close, supposedly, if that is the right person, you will close. Maklo-close mo yan. Imposible hindi. Sabi ni Dr. Lim Moon Hong. That's why you need to do it properly. You need to master, listening, especially the form, F-O-R-M. Paulit-ulit na tayo ng form, but nakikita ko nga, madalas hindi tayo proactive when we're talking to our people. Diba? Some of you will ask me na, Pastor, pakikausap nga to. Pag tinanong ko, ano bang background yan? Wala ka mabigay. So, paano? Diba? Tapos pag nagfo-form ako, kasama ko yung client, hindi ka naman nakikinig. Paano ka matututo mag-form? Diba? So, guys, I know this business, our business seems to be easy and yet it also seems to be difficult. Again, if you and I refuse to duplicate what was being told of us or what is being taught to us, then definitely it's more difficult for you to become successful. Kasi nga, it's all about duplication, even closing. Okay? As long as you are determined to be successful, you will do everything to achieve that success that you are looking for. You are willing to go and not be afraid of rejections. You will try your best to hit your target. Because why? Because your target is for your income to grow. Diba? That's why, dito sa closing na to na pinag-uusapan natin, experience is the most important. Kasi nga, doing closing is hard. Especially kung ikaw, you can easily get distracted or you get dismayed because you are being rejected. Diba? Sa product na reject ka, then go for benefit. Kung benefit na reject ka, then go for emotional. Emotional reject ka, then go for opportunity. Alam mo? Ang daming pwede mong i-close. Okay? So, you should not surrender easily, kasi nga you feel rejected. So what we're trying to learn from Claudia is that you and I should not be easily affected, especially when you get rejected. It's part of the ball game. Okay? It's part of this business. Okay? But what is important is how clear are you na dapat sa lahat ng conversation natin, kahit na paikot-ikutin pa yan, no? You are very focused. It's all about a health business. Okay? It's all about touching the heart, no? About they have to be concerned, no? And give importance with their health or with the health of their loved ones. Okay? So that one, no? How to do closing. Haba, no? Pero alam mo, marami tayong natutunan dito eh. Kasi nga, dapat no surrender, no? Wala dapat surrender, no? Tuloy-tuloy lang, push lang. Okay? And so, there are different types of closing. So, ibig sabihin, don't just settle for one, but settle for all. Okay? Okay? Gawin mo lahat ng closing na yan sa isang kliyente mo, definitely maklo-close mo yan. Okay? So, I hope that tonight, no, we all learned a lot, no? We cannot be complacent, but let's do this. Alam ko sa inyo, this month, marami sa inyo walang income. Kasi walang closing. Pero I do believe na itong June, okay? Itong June, dapat lumaban na kayo. Okay? Kasi nga itong mga information na binibigay namin sa inyo is really helping you boost, no, your confidence and your ego. Walang atrasan to. Dapat diretso ka lang na, okay, ito, dapat yung barahan natin marami. Hindi sa alas o dos, kundi sa dos, sa tres, hindi na, 4. Diba? Hindi ka pwede mabuubusan ng ilalabas mong bala. Okay? So, it's either you surrender first or your client surrender first. Okay? Okay? Again, what we are doing is not about deceiving them. No, please don't get me wrong. But we are doing this because we are in the health business. We are not even in the portier business. We want them to have good health. Okay? Kasi kung naman mali yung focus natin, kaya nga, diba, iba sa inyo, diba? Nahiya ako magsabi kasi nga baka feel binebentahan ko sila eh. Eh syempre, portier ka ng portier eh. Okay? Binebentahan mo nga sila. Pero once you talk about their health, no, how they can preserve a good health, then it's not about but it's really a legitimate concern. So guys, I hope you can see the uniqueness of Reway International. It's really totally different from other networking companies, even what we are being taught right now. Kaya nga sabi ni Dr. Lim Bonhong, I was watching one of his video a while ago. Sabi nga niya, when they were in another networking company, because he has been in a networking company before, creating Reway. Sabi nga niya, sabi ni Claudia, kasi Claudia is already very seasoned also in Reway, in networking. Magka-partner talaga sila matagal na. And Claudia handles the finances most of the time of the company. And you would see, sabi nga niya, yung reimbursement daw ng owner ng mga networking company, ano yung mga reimbursement nila? Alak. Okay? Regalo. Alak. Bar. Spa. Yung mga reimbursement ng mga networking companies. Pero sa Reway, ang nire-reimburse lang, hotel. Hotel. Airfare. Hotel. Okay? Ano yung sabihin nun? Our company is really a unique company that we're doing what is right. We don't use yung mga vices to attract people to join our company. Sabi nga nila, dito nga pag nagyaya ka mag-inuman, baka titignan ka lang ng mga, lalayuan ka ng mga leader. Anong inuman? Diba? Kasi the practice of this world is inuman. Babae. Let's be frank, ako kahit na pastor ako, nanggaling din ako sa corporate bago ako naging pastor. Yun naman ang offer parati, babae, alak, sugal. Ganoon naman eh. And even in networking companies, ganun din. Yung mga reimbursement daw ng mga boss, puro ganyan. That's why Lim Boon Hong said he is so proud, no, of Riway because we have defined first our culture. We have defined first the kind of people we would want to be. And yun na nga, no, sabi nga niya, matagal niya na iniisip yan na he wanted to have a company that does only what is right. And so guys, no, I just want to welcome all of you once again, no, to Riway International. This is a company, no, that you can be proud of because this company is not about going under the table, but it's about giving you back your work, your value as an individual, your value as a human being. Okay? And so, let's focus, no? Especially this month, practice na tayo. Paano ba talaga mag-close? Lagarin natin to, yung different kinds of closing. You go and jump from one closing to another so that this person, this client that you're trying to target, you would be able to close. Okay? So again, good evening everyone. Maraming salamat. I hope you learned something tonight na from our sharing. Okay ba? Okay? Ako marami ako natutunan ha. Pero sa inyo, no, kila Evelyn, I send you a video link, no, about, because this session was only copied by Dr. Lim Boon Hong from one of the leaders, no. And this person, no, is actually just a monocerus in 2014 when he delivered this session on how to do different types of closing. And so because of that, again, no, itong session na to, inayos lang ni Dr. Lim Boon Hong yung how to do closing, no, based on what this guy shared, no, or done, no, discussing about the different types of closing, no. And again, this person is now a Pegasus, but before he is not, no, si Sun Lee, no, Sun Lee is now a Pegasus, no, and very popular one. So that's it, no. So I hope that you guys listen to it also, and you can add, no, to what I have said, no, kasi nga let's help each other become successful. Again, I'm not losing hope. My target is still to become a Pegasus like many of you, and I also wanted all of you to become Pegasus, no. So let's work harder together. Okay, if you have problem, no, walang nagte-text sa akin, walang nagtatanong, no, walang nag-aano. So di ko rin alam kung ano ba nangyayari sa team natin, pero I do believe that laban lang. I do believe that you and I will be able to break through, no, our target. Okay, so God bless everybody. Good night. Again, maraming salamat for coming tonight, and I hope you learned so much how to do closing.